Hey Dad, hey Greg, hey y'all. Welcome back to Wrench at Wheeling. Well, as you saw last time, I got started cutting into the old rocker on the driver's side or the passenger side. And this is what we ended up with. I've done a little bit of cleanup today, and at first when I tore into it, I was afraid I'd messed up, but as I got to about right here, I figured it out. I didn't. I had to replace it. So I think what we're going to do today is continue on trying to get this out. This, on the driver's side, it was quite the process, and there's nothing to indicate that this is going to be any different. So it'll be probably a couple of days or a couple of videos long just trying to get this thing out. This rocker goes all the way up into about right here. So there's a lot to it to try and get it out. There's pieces on the inside or spot welds on the inside here down that hold this interior part here that holds the door and the plates that the doors bolt to and all that stuff. So all that has to be gotten out. I'll cut in here, probably cut this loose in here, and just try and get this, get as big a chunks as I can out. But it's also got spot welds in here. The seat pan or the seat bracket, those are also welded to the rocker. And then there's also the braces underneath that mine are still good, so I'm gonna try and salvage those and reuse those. Get everything welded back together. Then whenever I go to replace the floor pan in here, I will still have my places that I can go ahead and I can weld this bracket back to the rocker and then take it off of the floor pan, so that way I don't have to pull that bracket out, try and fit it on the new floor pan, and then weld it back in, because the new floor pan did not come with those. So I got my work cut out for me. Most of this up here is already loose. The inside is for the most part loose. So now it's just getting to these big chunks and trying to get them out of here. It's just a lot of tedious work trying to not get into the places where I really don't want to mess with, or try and replace pieces on, or try and weld up and grind back down like I had to on the other side on my learning experience over there. So, all right, we'll go ahead and we'll get started on continuing taking this thing out, and we'll see how it goes. Thanks for coming back, guys. So here is what was burning. We have smoldering rat's nest. I don't know how those little suckers get in there, but they do. And they drag some large things in there with them. That's amazing. I don't know of any place in there big enough for all this crap to get in here, but somehow they find a way. But there's little bits of hair right there, leaves, acorn, shells. Yeah, they had a little home in here. Now my shop smells like smoldering rat's nest. But, oh yeah, there's a good shot of it. Let me get the light over here. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Rat's nest. I don't know how they do that, but that's what we had. It smells great. Here's what I've got taken out so far. Got it cut close to the door opening there. And I brought that down. That's just the outer skin. Those two braces are still in there. And I think I found the entry point. They say that if they can fit their head in there, they can squeeze their body through it. So I guess it wasn't a rat, it was more of a mouse. So that was a mouse house that was flaming on fire in the rocker panel. But I got that out. So here's where we are so far. Now this is the inner part of the rocker, so that still has to come out. I was just trying to get the bulk of the rocker panel out. So, all right. Then I got most of this out, and this is rocker panel all up and through here. The only layer, that's the door jamb. But all of this, there's 2 layers of rocker panel right there. So that's what the inside looks like. And not good, but it'll be better. It's gonna look better. And this is my pile of pieces so far. Sawzall blade in there. A bunch of my grinder wheels. I had one fly off, got bound up and pew, shot to the other side of the shop. I haven't found it yet. And the one that shot off earlier in one of my other videos, I haven't found it yet either. So I don't know where it went. Those things are missiles when they take off. But that's my pile of parts, and that's the extra weight that the Camaro was carrying around. And that's after I've cleaned it up twice. So this thing is, no wonder the 307 couldn't do it. It was carrying around too much extra weight. that's pretty much gonna do it for this video. The old clock on the wall is saying I've spent enough time out here. My stomach is saying, let's go get something to eat. It's supper time. So I think that's gonna do it. We're going to work on the rest of these pieces on the next video. I got the rough cuts done. Got the big part of the door opening pulled out. Just need to get up in here, get some of these welds that are hidden, get those taken out. This is pretty much ready to pull out. Except for a couple of little spot welds here. I'll have to get with the Dremel. I couldn't get the spot weld cutter in there to get those out. Back here, I may try and cut some of these with the spot weld cutter. I can tell where the spot welds are, so I can try and get those out. See what we can do with that on the next video, and then hopefully on the next video after that one, we can go ahead and get started test fitting the new rocker panel in. I'll still have to cut along here like I did on the other side to get this little bracket out, or this little fender bracket, get that taken out. But that's pretty much where we are. This one seems like it went a little faster than the last one. I knew a little bit better where to cut and what I needed to cut. But I appreciate everybody watching. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, hit that like, hit that subscribe button down below, share the videos, and we appreciate everybody that watches. And if you haven't seen all of them, there's a bunch more before this. There's 27, I think. So go ahead and watch those. So have a good week, everybody, and we'll see you next week. God bless.